Evolve Bootcamp Recovery Zone. Restore and revitalize with yoga. Inhale, hands to your heart center. Begin to come into your breath by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhale your arms above you. Exhale, hinging at the hip creases, swan dive. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing both hands to your elbows, begin to come into your ragdoll, maybe separating your feet hip-width apart, then gently beginning to rock from side to side, releasing the lower sacrum. Coming back to center, release the hands. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, sweeping the arms above you, and then exhale, hands back to center. Inhale the hands above you. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step both feet back into your high plank. Inhale one more time, and then exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift hands and feet off the mat. Exhale, rest and relax. Inhale, hands and feet off the mat. Exhale, rest and relax. Inhale, hands and feet off the mat. Exhale, rest and relax. On your next inhale, press up through tabletop, all the way back into your extended child's pose, bringing your sit bones to your heels. Forehead is on the mat. Just follow the breath here, inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, come up into your tabletop and begin to come into your cat and cows. Begin by moving from the tailbone, rounding the spine into your cat. On your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the head into your cow. Continue this motion for a few more cat and cows, warming up the synovial fluid between the vertebrae in the spine. Coming to a neutral position, lengthen the left arm and right leg out, holding here for one breath. Exhale it down. Inhale the right hand up and left leg back, holding the breath here. Exhale down to tabletop and into your child's pose. Walking your hands over to your left, place your right hand over your left to begin stretching out the whole rib cage on the right side. Come back through center, walk your hands all the way over to the right, left hand over the right, stretching out the rib cage on the left side. Inhale back to center, back into your extended child's pose, forehead comes to the mat. Lengthening here, breathing. Inhale back into your tabletop and begin to go through your cat and cows, only this time make a figure eight with your nose and just follow that figure eight, opening up the whole side wall of the rib cage on both sides, switching directions after a few breaths. Coming back to a neutral position. Inhale the left arm up, right foot back. Maybe reach behind and grab that right ankle for a little back bend. Hold for a breath and then come out of it the way you came in by lengthening the right leg back and then come back into your tabletop. Inhale the right arm and left foot back. Reach behind. grab that ankle and hold here for another breath. And then on the exhale, lengthen and release back to tabletop. And then back down to your extended child's pose. Sweep your hands behind you, grab that left ankle or left heel and come up into your half camel. Then come all the way back down, sweep your right hand over to your right heel, reach up and back into your half camel. Continue this for 2 more times on each side. Inhaling up, lengthening into your camel and reaching back, and then exhale down. Sweep the hands to the right, inhale up, hold for a breath, exhale down, sweep back into your child's pose. Hands are on your heels, crown of your head on the mat. Lift your tailbone up high into your rabbit pose. And then inhale, come all the way up, rolling up one vertebrae into a full camel. Exhaling back into your child's pose. This time come into a full rabbit by interlacing your fingers and lifting your arms up over your head, coming onto the crown of your head, lifting your tailbone up high. And then exhale back to child's pose. Coming into your extended child's pose, reach your arm, begin to move into your tabletop. Curl the toes and come into your downward facing dog. Slowly begin to walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale to a flat back, exhale forward fold. Slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, sweeping the arms above you. Exhale, swan dive, hinging up the hip creases. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step both feet back, high plank. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale up to baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale up to a sphinx pose. Exhale down. Inhale, sphinx pose. Exhale down. Inhale up, pressing through tabletop back into your extended child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Kick that right foot out to the side and windmill up into your side plank. If it feels all right, maybe lift that left leg up high. Take your gaze upward. Hold for a breath or two. And then exhale back into your tabletop. Bringing your left hand below the face, kick the left foot out to the side and windmill up to the other side. If it feels good to you, lift that right leg up. Take your gaze upward. Hold for a breath or two, and then exhale, coming back into your tabletop. Curling the toes, send the hips up high, come into your downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your feet, bending into your knees one at a time. And then take a few steps towards the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, forward fold. Shaking your head yes, shake it no. Soften the knees. Sit back into your chair pose. Now dropping your belly onto your thighs and just reach and extend those arms, holding here for a few breaths. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Sweep those arms above you, and then exhale, hinge at the hip creases, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, drop the knees, sweep the arms up high. Hold here for a breath. Let the hip fall forward. Exhale, hands through heart center. Shift the hip back, lengthen that left leg, bow forward. Inhale back into your lunge, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Right leg comes forward into your forward fold. Come to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step that left foot back, drop the back knee. Sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Shift that hip back, extend the right leg. Then inhale, come back into your lunge, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step that left foot forward. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, fold forward. Slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, sweep those arms up high, exhale, swan dive. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, hands come to the mat. Step both feet back into your high plank, slowly lower all the way to the mat, coming into your baby cobra. Exhale all the way down, forehead to the mat. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Pressing back through tabletop into your child's pose on the inhale. Holding here for a breath, inhaling and exhaling in your child's pose. Inhale, glide forward across the mat into your up dog, exhaling back into your downward facing dog. Bring that right ankle to right wrist, holding in your runner's lunge for a breath, then inhale, sweep the arms up high, coming into your crescent lunge. Holding for a few breaths. And then exhale, bring hands to the mat, holding again in your runner's lunge for a few breaths. Step that left foot forward, come into your flat back, exhale, fold forward. Sweeping the arms up above you, exhale, swan dive. Inhale to your flat back, exhale, step that right foot back, left foot back into your high plank, come into your baby cobra, exhale, forehead to the mat. Pushing back all the way through tabletop into child's pose on the inhale. Exhale. Inhale back up into your tabletop, into your downward facing dog. Inhale by bringing that left ankle to left wrist, sweeping the arms up high into your crescent lunge. Holding for a breath, and then exhaling, hands come to the mat, holding here now in your runner's lunge. On the inhale, step that right foot forward, and then slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Hands come up, exhale, swan dive. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, step both feet back, high plank. Exhale to low. Here we'll inhale to our up dog, and then exhaling back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, sweep the arms up high into your crescent lunge. Hands come through heart center. You're going to take the twist here by lengthening forward and bringing that left elbow to the outer edge of the right thigh. Holding here for a breath or two. Slowly begin to unwind. Lengthen forward, reaching out forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up high, crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep the hands behind you, interlace them, and fold forward into your humble warrior. On the inhale, release the hands, sweep them up high, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come to the mat, high plank to low. Inhale to your up dog, exhaling back, downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Lengthen forward and twist, bringing that right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee. Inhale, exhale. Slowly begin to unwind, reaching forward. Inhale all the way up. Interlace your hands behind you and exhale, fold forward into your humble warrior. Inhale, sweep the arms up high, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come to the mat, high plank to low, all the way to the mat. Inhale, the hands and feet up, forehead comes to the mat on the exhale. Inhale, hands and feet up, rest and relax on the exhale. Inhale, press back up through tabletop into your extended child's pose, holding for a breath. Then inhale, curl the toes, send the hips up high into your downward facing dog. Taking tiny steps, begin to walk to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, forward fold. Begin to roll up one vertebrae at the time, sweep your arms above you, and exhale, hinging at the hip creases, swan dive. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, hop into your high plank, take it to low, inhale to your up dog, exhaling back, downward facing dog. Right foot comes forward, spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center, open to your warrior two. On the inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior on the inhale. And then exhale, coming into your side angle, bring that right elbow to the inside of the right thigh. Lengthen that left arm overhead. Take your gaze upward. Then inhale, sweep the arms back into your warrior two. Lengthen the front leg on track. Bump the hip out and come into your triangle pose. Take your gaze upward. On the inhale, let that top arm pull you all the way up, back into your warrior two. Preparing for your wide-legged forward fold, turn your right foot in, and then interlace your hands behind you. Toes are pointed in, heels are out, hinging at the hip creases, lengthen out and fold forward. Another option here is to come into prayer pose where the palms are together behind you. Or, if that's uncomfortable, you can grab onto both elbows. Release your hands to the mat, fingertips in line with your toes, come up to a halfway lift and exhale, forward fold. Maybe this time lift your inner arches and press into the outer edges of your feet. Inhale to a halfway lift, bringing hands to your hip creases. Inhale all the way up with a strong spine. Pivot that front toe to the top of the mat and step that left foot in. Inhale the left arm up high and hinging at that hip crease, scissor those legs together and fold forward. Walk that left hand over to the front of your right toes and spin that right arm up high, coming into your revolving triangle. Really focus on those inner thighs. Exhale, fold forward. And then bringing your weight into that lead leg, coming into your standing split. Maybe bringing that right hand to the back of your calf. Your gaze is at your knee. Lift that leg up higher. Maybe tapping the calf with your left hand, coming into your standing split. And exhale, left foot meets the right. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, sweeping your arms above you. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Dropping all the way down to the mat. Inhale the arms and feet up. Exhale, rest and release. Inhale the arms and feet up. Exhale, rest and relax. Inhale the arms and feet up. Rest and relax. Inhale, press up through tabletop into your extended child's pose, then back into your downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands through heart center, open to your warrior two. Reversing the palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, coming into your side angle, bring that left elbow to the inside of your left thigh. Your right arm extends overhead. Inhale back to warrior two. Lengthen that front knee on track, bump the hip out, reach forward, coming into your triangle pose. Let that top arm pull you all the way up on your next inhale. And then step that right foot in, preparing once again for your revolving triangle pose. Hinging at the hip crease, scissor those feet together, reach and lengthen forward with that right hand. Walk the right hand over to the left toes and windmill that left hand up high. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Inhale and exhale. Left hand comes down, weight comes into that left leg with that right leg coming up into your standing split. Left hand grabs the calf, maybe right hand taps the calf, and then right foot meets the left, coming into your forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, sweeping the arms above you. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll now come into the balance portion of our workout. Coming to the center of our mat, let's step into our mountain pose, bringing both feet together. Hands are by our sides, alive, finding our balance between left and right. Shifting our weight into our left foot, let's slowly bring our right foot to the side of our calf, setting up for our tree pose. Inhale, hands to heart center, and then slowly raise them up through the center and opening into our tree pose. Now remember, in your tree pose, you never place your foot on your knee. It can be either at your calf or inner thigh. Slowly lower that right hand down to your right thigh and let that left arm blow over, just to create a little dynamic with the tree pose. Then come back up through center. Release that right foot, hands come to heart center, and then we'll open right into our crane pose. Maybe pretending here that we're a little bit of the Karate Kid. Bring hands to heart center, and then guide your right knee with your right hand out to the side, maintaining your balance. Left arm extends out into a T. Maybe your gaze looks out over your left hand. And then slowly come back to center. Setting up for the other side, regain your balance. Shift your weight into your right foot and bring your left foot to the inside of your calf. Setting up for your tree pose once again, hands at heart center, and then they open up once your drishti, your gaze, are set. Then slowly begin to lower that left arm to left thigh. Your right hand gently breezes over, causing a little dynamic where you have to re-straighten out. The leaves are blowing, hands can be loose. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then open up to your crane pose. releasing that thigh. Hands back to heart center. Left hand guides that left knee out to the side. Right hand comes out to a T. And if it feels okay and you can maintain your balance, take your gaze over to your right hand. Hold for a breath or two. Then inhale, come back through center. Hands to heart center and slowly lower. Shifting your weight into your left leg. Inhale that right leg up, preparing for your eagle. Wrap the right leg around the left. Right arm under the left. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the elbows together. And then drop those elbows into your chest and slowly fold forward. Inhale up to release. Expand, open, coming into your crane pose once again, then slowly lower. Hands to heart center. Shifting your weight into your right leg. Inhale the left leg up high, coming into your crane pose. Preparing for your eagle, wrap that left leg around the right. Left arm under the right. Squeezing everything together. And then folding forward, holding here for breath. Inhale up, release. Coming into your crane. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's come to the top of our mat and go through one more sun salutation by sweeping the arms up high. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, take it to high plank, to low. Inhale to your up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, high plank to low. Inhale to your up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhaling down, high plank to low. Inhale to your up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees, shift the hips back, child's pose. Cross the legs and roll over them, coming onto your sit bones, extending the legs out in front of you. Inhale, sweep the arms up high and fold forward. Inhale, come back up, and now gently come down onto your back and come up into your bridge pose. Interlace those hands behind you, lift, opening up the chest and slowly lower the glutes down to the mat. One more time on the inhale, lift your hips up and maybe extend the right foot up overhead, lifting, lengthening here. Exhale, shift to the left foot, inhale up, press up, strengthening, opening those knee backs, and exhale down. Slowly lower the hips to the mat and bring the soles of your feet together, letting them splay out and open into your. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze, and then reach up through and grab the soles of your feet and come into your happy baby, or what I like to call dead bug. Gently rock from side to side. And slowly release the hands and bring them down by the lower sacral area and set up coming into your plow position by sending your feet up overhead. If your feet touch the ground behind you, it's safe to interlace your hands and extend them along the mat into a full plow. Bring your hands back to your lower back and start to set up for your shoulder stand by raising your feet up high overhead. Maybe dropping the right leg behind you. Inhale it back up. Left leg behind you. Inhale it back up. And then bending both knees to your forehead. And then exhaling, rolling out of your shoulder stand, coming right into your fish. by lifting the chest and placing the crown of the head on the mat. Releasing your fish, lift your head up off the mat and slowly lower down. And then place arms out into a T. Bring both knees together, let them drop on over to your right side. Inhale back through center, let them drop on over to your left. For a little twist. Then inhale back up through center, and then extend your feet down to the outer edges of your mat. Hands come down by your sides and set up for your Shavasana or corpse pose. Just closing the eyes, letting everything go. Draw your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze, and gently rock from side to side. Slowly let them drop on over to your right. Come into a fetal position, thanking yourself here for your practice. And then pressing up to a comfortable seated position, bringing hands to heart center. Namaste. I hope you'll join us for other sessions. Check back at evolvebootcamp.com.